in the now, not about the future. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is still
Presence
OP.
of mind, Brigida.
Yeah, this is still OP. Maybe not OP. Savageable, Skypiercerable Jushin.
For sure.
That we're seeing here.
For sure.
Because I think even the mid laners agree that the Skypiercer really does a lot in terms of how they're able to perform nowadays.
Only when you're ahead.
Yeah.
Only if you have like 1,500 to throw.
Yeah.
So how does this answer then by
What's
Aurora?
the EXP lane for Aurora?
And what does UA do?
You still have a glue.
Glue.
You still have a Selena. But I just don't know if that's enough of it seems
Team
to be...
Kimmy?
No, Kimmy's banned.
Oh, Kimmy's banned. Yeah, Kimmy's banned. Last ban. Oh man.
Yeah.
Eve?
Uranus.
Okay, so classic matchup in the XP lane, and it's a debut pick, but it's not a debut pick for UA. This is guy made Sicilian in season 15. He was him.
And 14.
And 14, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I like it. The Selena sure wins you the map, but you don't need to win the map with expanding rivers anymore.
Yeah.
Because dudes are just going to wipe out your traps like that. I like that it's a Sicilian, especially since they have the Uranus to back it up with, to watch him up front, and the Kalia.
Okay. What is the last pick for Team Falcons? What is the play in the gold lane?
Granger,
Harith,
Claude.
This just might be a
Maybe
Granger.
range would be a great option.
My buddy.
Claude.
Maru.
Claude Purify.
I like to see Marco smile here when it's locked into.
Something tells me this Claude is maybe, if not 100%, close to it.
Yeah.
For Marco.
Yeah. Oh.
For Marco in general. So this lineup, I don't know, man. I guess I really like what Aurora has here. I think they've got great crowd control. They've got great damage. I mean, a lot of it is magic, you know. But Lancelot's pretty good there for the physical department.
Right before we jump into the map, before we see an XP gold switch. I don't know if the game allows for that anymore, but there was a time in the meta game, I'd say somewhere in the Age of the Crown to Triangle of Power, wherein if you had an Esmeralda in your draft to specifically attack a Harith, you would switch it. Like in the early game, you don't mind.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of Purifies too, by the way.
Aurora learned, bro.
Aurora learned, but Team Falcons got 3 also, man. They have 3 of their own because they know that they got to deal with the Kalea as well.
That's a lot of Purify.
It's a whole lot of Purify.
Okay. I remember that time though, like there were so many switch-ups happening in terms of the lanes. I feel like there were even Angelas
Welcome
going
to
the
Mobile
EXP
Legends.
lane back then, switching up, but it seems to be pretty standard still. Like for the laning phase, at least, of these two teams. They don't switch up the Esmeralda and the Claude.
Yeah.
Nope, don't happen.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Too much of a gold loss, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening yet. Looking at the emblems here too, pretty mostly standard, of course. UA's only one with the Wilderness Blessing. We're playing in that over on the other side. Team Falcons, like I said, I think part of the difficult part here for Aurora is to get out the Purifies where they need and then follow through off of that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, early action already, but Light will be fine.
Interesting to look at Falcons. Flap is the only one with Wilderness Blessing.
Yeah.
So he's going to pull the same doubles he did in game 1 on that CC.
I mean, I'm hopeful that that is going to be what we're expecting again, since it's a Uranus Esmeralda, that we just don't stay in this lane.
We're hoping he gets out of that lane quickly.
Yeah.
I think that, like, the expanding rivers alone will change that, you know, where it's like there was a time when XP laners just chilled in the lane, you know. I mean, that's already been pretty different for a while now, but now with the expanding rivers, you can go ahead and rotate into these objectives first. But with these kind of lineups, especially because, you know, for Aurora, it's like if they couldn't get that first blood, then part of this is, again, waiting for that level 4 to be available. Light doesn't have it just yet. Neither do Team Falcons. Turtle's coming up here, though, so we'll see. I wonder if even are they even going to rotate? Oh, they're going to go for Edward.
They go for Edward. They burst him down, but he still survives. He doesn't even... No, he did use the Purify. So that's one. They took away the Purify from Edward, but he still gets this level 4 and decides to join the fight.
Oh, look at the gold laners go at it, too.
Okay, so everyone will be joining here. Sanguine Claws lands onto View. Double man knockup, but there's the Crimson Beacon. View is able to reposition, but Edward gets first blood. But either way. Kyle TZ actually secures the objective. Flap TZ also finds the kill onto Demon Kite, and Edward might fall next.
Edward?
He somehow gets to walk away safely, and Ogwen nearly falls, but Super Marco deciding to provide some help, has enough damage, and will actually clean up the other members of Aurora.
All right, at the end of the day, Falcons wins that trade. Again, 3 to 2 kills plus the turtle. And is it just me, or did Kyle TZ throw that boat alongside the Retribution? That seems to be what he did.
Yeah, and it secured him the turtle. And I gotta say, great job from Super Marco, man. We were talking about, what, Doming double? The double Doming? Well, right now
It's not.
it's Super Marco doing it.
Yeah.
It's a Super Marco super step.
It's a Super Marco.
Whoa. They had
Okay.
Super step.
Super step.
that was a
Say
small super step.
Super step.
Thank
yeah,
you.
There we
Super
go.
step, super step, super step.
All right, so looking at how the map has recovered and how Falcons are using this small lead, it seems like they're not letting off of supporting Marco. Yes, Marco is self-sustaining, and he can just get out of the lane much faster than the Harith, but you never know. Without the Mount Shocker, the Lancelot and the Kalia could be hiding in these random bushes.
Look at his lead, too. I mean, Super Marco off that kill and the assist that he got.
The 100.
Yeah, he's got a nice little bit of a lead against Doming, but Doming, like I said on the Harith, you're going to expect him to just go 1v1 with Marco, even if he's down just by a little bit. So leading into this, again, I think it's just going to be objective-based fights, really, with both these kind of compositions. So you have to kind of start to look at how Team Falcons continues to play on this lead they built up for themselves and how they position into the objectives coming up, because we're back on this top side of the map with Turnal coming up here. So the positioning is going to happen. I think we might even see Doming have to be forced to rotate alongside Super Marco if this actually breaks in, because you can already see it happening here.
And that's a difficult thing, is he's not that fast. He's not nearly fast enough.
Yeah.
Even with these expanding rivers, Marco will still make it there much faster. There's the Mount Shocker.
So it's great that Falcons are actually able to hold the pressure so well, but that was a flicker that did not connect onto Kyle TZ, but still Aurora are trying to look for the fight. But the sustain in the members of Team Falcons is just too much. That was enough time for Aurora, however, to already secure the objective for themselves. Dominkite, as you mentioned, finally joining the fight here in the middle lane as well. But Flap,
Marco?
no amount of sustain could deal with that, and Super Marco again with the clutch, blazing duet. Nearly finds the trades, but Aurora was prepared to deal with it just the same.
That's a charged attack by Kyle, missing. Close call. I think Falcons were looking for the perfect moment. They were trying to find the perfect layering, which then instead led to Aurora pulling the trigger much faster and starting the fight. I'm wondering what was going on in that gold lane, because I was looking at the turtle fight. I was looking at mid, but how come Dominkite left the lane first? Was the farm that good for Marco that he could not let it go?
Yeah, what happened was Doming actually knew that Marco wanted to rotate up. He did this, like he did some damage to Marco, and then the wave was still there. Doming went up, Marco was a little bit less health, and then he came late.
He's been doing this for like the entire laning phase now. Whenever he sees Super Marco, he just uses the Zaman Force, tries to make him recall, and it's different from Flying Clouds because it'll take more time for Super Marco to get back.
So he used nature and history's most useful tool, violence.
Violence.
He just hurt Marco.
Basically.
To make Marco not rotate fast.
Okay. So they get that tier 1 down. First one of the game. A lot of these fights have been just breaking out, but it's Aurora now that shifted things in their favor. They got this 1.3k gold lead. They got the first turret down. Eyes set on the rest of the map if they can go ahead and push up top too. Demon Kite's working in that. So Turtle spawning up here on the other side now. Both teams have one in favor for them. We'll see which one gets the third turtle. This might be different though this time around. I mean, Marco's still holding on to a very minor gold lead against Dominkite, but he's going to have to join this fight. I don't think they can win these without Marco.
Nope, they can't. They need him at best. Late entry.
Yes.
There's the Mount Shocker. Turtle at half.
Okay. There's the Lantern Flare already committed onto Edward, but that's the Uranus. Again, enough time was bought for Demon Kite to just secure the turtle. Super Marco forced to use the Blazing Duet and the Purify to try and escape out of that. That's the Purify from Flap TZ as well, just trying to chase after Dominkite, but the sustain is enough. Demon Kite finds the kill, and that will be Ogwen down 2.
Curious why Falcons, despite Marco getting bullied out of that fight, forced to use the Blazing Duet defensively, still kept up the pressure. Is it all the defend is tier 1? I mean, they were going to give it up anyways.
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. And you got to admit that Aurora does such a good job at zoning out the right targets if they have to, or playing defensively if they have to. This is just crazy, by the way, that Uranus is able to do this, man. Like, okay. You can't. Hey, Team Falcons was tired of it too.
Yeah, you could see the reaction from Edward. He stayed a bit too long.
Limit testing.
In that position, right in front of Kyle TZ. And there was no hesitation whatsoever from Team Falcons. They needed to, or they wanted to take anything that they could, any kill, any trades. And fortunately for them, this is still somewhat a 3K gold lead. That, again, the patch is helping teams catch up to. But what they do from this point onwards is definitely going to play a huge role, because time is ticking for them too. Like, this is a Sicilian we're talking about. Yue just keeps getting all those stacks in, and this is why we mentioned that he made a name for himself on the Sicilian.
You know what? The only real way Yue will get caught is if his team gets wiped out. As it is, he's so good at keeping himself safe, playing with the space, that everybody else, what they're doing, just amplifies that technique, that knowledge of the space. Oh my god, LG!
Oh, lands onto Edward, doesn't land on Doming Kite, however, and still has the Purify. And now FlapTZ is the one who's forced to use the Purify instead. Super Marco, look at the damage. Forces Aurora to somehow walk away, but that's a Conceal 2 used by Aurora. They might want to go for something. Oh my goodness, all the while that was happening, Demon Kite was just working on the Lord. Now the Tsunami Slap committed onto Kaltizi too. How did that happen?
What? I mean, is that just how far ahead this lineup Aurora is?
I think the camera did us dirty. It panned over as soon as Kyle got caught. And we couldn't see exactly how that engagement was found, but it looks like lightning to flicker. So that's how. That explains it. Oh my god.
They find the kill on Doming Kite though. It seems like Falcons will definitely be forcing this, but can they up against Demon Kite, who just simply looks for all the punctures? AOG out. Few the only one left. Kyle TZ gets back, but no one else is there anymore.
Oh man, Demon Kite. Just the pressure with this Lancelot, you can see why it's so good, so much. Still, the amount of damage you can pump out, they get the middle base turret down. Are they going for the end?
Sanguine Claws. Just how aggressive can Aurora play this lineup? They're 6K ahead, almost 7K. And they have all the tools that can soak up the damage, that little bit of damage that can come in from Falcons. At this point, they have the range that can also answer back from afar.
Brigida, the answer is yes. But also another question to bring up is, does Falcons have the defensive items? Oh god!
Sanguine Claws into the title strike. Multiple layers of crowd control just converted into kills for Doming Kite. And now the Lord gets access to the base. Blazing to it by Super Marco, but he will just try to prolong this a little bit more, because Aurora, they will even out the series for tonight.
We're going to another game 3 here. Did they have enough?